Good morning. Spring kind of creeps up on you, you know? It's that incremental, continuous growth where it takes in our case, a barren landscape, and it turns it into this beautiful green world. Well, I have a little situation here. Luckily, we just finished fencing a good deal of our pasture. If you take a look, I've got 3 beautiful cows inside our fence here, but I've got one who's out here enjoying the most delicious sprouts of grass. Now, how the heck did she get out here? How'd you get out here, Maple? I gotta find how she got out, because we don't have this place fully fenced yet. Oh, look at that. To be a cow on a day like today, to be a heifer on a day like today, whatever. Look at her go. Are you happy? Oh. The spot that they normally get out is fixed. And I'm not interested in having Houdini cows. She didn't get out here because I'd noticed that. I can see that the line is, the fence is up all the way around. Good morning. Oh, I see how she got out. Maple jumped the fence. All right. It's pretty obvious what happened here. Cows are like water, I guess. Well, that won't be too hard to fix, but I gotta get some tools. There, put your snout in this and tell me what you think about it. Get some of that. Oh yeah. Okay, if you want more, you gotta come with me. Come on. Come on, Maple. It is good that she knows about grain. So if I shake some grass in her face, she's not coming with me. And Teddy likes grain too, and I think he likes it a lot. Look at him. What the heck? You're not supposed to jump that. Dude. That's the pig pen. Oh, good heavens, I've got work to do. So now that we've got the 4 animals, come on, Teddy. Now that we've got the 4 animals, this little bucket that we've been watering them from, though they do have water right now, is not big enough. So Katie had the idea, let's upcycle something. And this is it. That's a purple bathtub from the 1970s. I'm not going to tell you that I like it, but I do like the spirit of reusing, recycling, all that stuff. So I guess we're going to turn this into a waterer for them. What is that thing? What is it? It's new. What do you think, Peanut? Very strange, this thing here. What do you think, Penny? The plan is today is Katie's gonna come down and we're gonna get this running here. So I've got a hose that goes down to where we originally settled on the land when we came here. And this was originally just for the pigs, but we've got cows now. And I can fill one of these in a day with solar power and a solar pump. So I'll just do that, and then we can just, give the cows water just like that. I'm gonna use our 12-volt pump that we use solar energy to pump. So if you guys are new here and you didn't see what we were doing last year, we had 2 lovely little pigs that I really enjoyed raising. And in order to water them and get them the water that they needed, what we did is we had a little pump down in the creek, which is right here and is very high, mind you. and a solar panel. So whenever the sun hit the solar panel, the pump would start pumping and fill a tank. And the nice thing about that is we don't need that much water, and what the pump pumps out of the water to the tank when the sun's hitting it is about what we need in a day. So it was kind of perfect. It's how we ran our water system on our previous property that we had. So yeah, I'm gonna get the pump in the water, and I'm hoping it still works because I didn't get to it before freeze up this year, and it was frozen in the water all winter. So I pulled it out when I was able to pull it out, and I'm really hoping that it can pump. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So here's our little eco-worthy pump. I've gone through many of these, but this one still works. Hopefully still works. We'll find out. I've already got it all set up, so I can just set it in the water here so that it's fully submerged. I might even have to block it up so it doesn't float down the river. And then I've got our 200-watt solar panel, and I gotta put the camera down while I hook it up. But cross your fingers that everything works, because I don't want to buy another one of these pumps. Okay, I got my little pump in the water. It seems all right there. Solar panel's getting sunshine. I gotta set it up differently in the future, but I just need water to start pumping so the cows have some water. So I just have it laid out there, and we'll see if there's anything going on the line, which very well could be frozen because we are still getting freezing temperatures at night. I just shot this out of the line, which is an ice crystal, but you can see we've got just a little bit of water pumping there, which will easily be enough to keep the cows happy. And I'm going to send that water over to the cows, and then I'm not packing buckets anymore. You can tell that it's working, but it's trying. Let's see here. It just shot a little water out of it. I think it's fighting some ice in the line. Come on. Yeah, I might have to be patient, but I know it's gonna work. It'll thaw out the line, pushing water through it, and then we won't have to water the animals so often by hand anymore. And there we have it. We've got a little trickle of water coming in. It won't take long for that to accumulate, and that's fresh water for cows, cattle. And with fresh water means healthy cows. So this morning's a win. What do you think about it, Peanut? Gonna have a drink of water?
All right, our next project to get started on is a greenhouse and a garden area. Like Greg mentioned in the last video, if we don't get started on this now, we're not going to have any food growing. So we really just want to get this going. Funnily enough, all those seeds that I planted a few videos ago, none of them sprouted. I think I got like a zucchini or squash or something, 2 of those and 2 sunflowers. Nothing else sprouted. So I put some more seeds in the same pods a few days ago, and they sprouted within days. So I don't know what the heck happened. It was all very moist and warm in the little greenhouse thing, but nothing grew. So yeah, we got to get this greenhouse up so that we can plant these tomatoes. These seeds are grown pretty quickly, so just want to have a nice frost-free area for them and everything else. So yeah, we just came to scout out the area. We've got lots of trees and a mess to clean up. There's a little bit of a stream down there. This is the creek that runs across our little roadway that we show all the time. So it comes from the wetlands up there behind the cabin. And we're gonna see about doing a ram pump to get some of this water up to the garden while it's still running. It doesn't last forever or for all summer, but whatever we can utilize from it would be awesome. And yeah, while we were scouting this area out, I noticed a little pine tree, so I'm just going to move it because I don't want it to get messed up from the excavator. It's just kind of there at the base of this tree that fell over. And once Greg is kind of moving everything, I'll be able to check for any more little saplings to get out of the way. You watching the sky? So eventually we want to build a different style of greenhouse. This is just going to be kind of temporary for now, for a few years at least, but we want to be able to utilize geothermal heat. There's a greenhouse concept, I think it's called like Citrus in the Snow, and you build it into the side of a hill, but you also run tubes through the ground and you pump air through it with fans, and that keeps the greenhouse at a warmer temperature even if it's snowy and wintry outside. So you've got the sun coming in plus the temperature, stable temperature from the ground, and these people are growing citrus in their, I think it's in Saskatchewan, in the middle of winter. So and it's also similar to what Phil and Divine have built. They don't have the piping through, but they've kind of built their greenhouse into the ground so that it just stays a bit warmer. So yeah, that's something that we want to do in the future, but we got to get some up this year. We've been holding on to these icosahedron brackets, so it's almost like a rounded building you'll see once it's put together. But Greg's been wanting to build a greenhouse or something with these brackets for a long time, so we're finally going to use them. It's going to be an interesting shape, but we gotta get a flat, level spot first. That was a big tree.
I can get a good feel for it now.
Before we can start building the greenhouse, we need to get some fence posts in because we won't be able to get the excavator into that area. So we're at the log pile. We're gonna get, I think Greg measured, we need 20 posts. So we're just gonna quickly make those up, free ones, and then we'll get those pushed in the ground.
And then we need another, this many.
How did that even happen?
Love it. Love it.
What do you know, we're fencing again. So we're gonna just get the posts in around the far side. We're not gonna worry about the entrance yet because we've got to bring in a trailer with dirt and stuff. So if we can just get the stuff around the back edge done, then we can build the greenhouse, build the garden beds, bring in the soil, and then we'll close up the area last. And we're gonna be doing a little bit of a different fence, but we gotta keep goats and chickens out. So hopefully we can kind of make this look a little bit nicer than just barbed wire and fence posts. But we're just gonna get these stuck in the ground now.
Every
gonna stop there. We need to be able to get the tractor in here just to do a bit of blading to kind of level it out a bit. But we're gonna have a greenhouse up here and probably some outdoor beds, and then I want to do some beds on this lower terrace as well. We've got like a drainage ditch at the back, so any moisture there is gonna go out kind of just when the snow is melting. And it's slanted this way a bit, so if it rains in the spring or whatever, and we've got stuff planted, it'll kind of come to this lower bench as well, which is good. We've got a lot of rocks, but I want to kind of pick out the rocks and put them on this little bank to make it sort of like a, I don't know, nice decorative sort of wall, retaining wall sort of thing. And we've got a big pile of wood to burn over there, lots of scraps. We might try and get some wood chips as well, but we've got that big pile of wood chips we did a few months ago that we haven't used yet. So we're thinking about putting that in here. I found some nice organic soil, gardening soil in town, so we're gonna be taking the trailer in and getting a couple loads of that. And we should have some good vegetables this year. I'm excited. I'm really glad we are not working near trees today because they are just falling all over the place. Hopefully the camera caught it when I was pointing over that way. Right next to us, one went down. I just heard one go down over there. I saw one down at the closest wetland this morning. We've heard them up there. I think that was just another one. It's crazy. They're coming down all over the place. Another windy day. It's actually really cold as well. We're gonna keep going. Greg got a few more posts cut up, so we're gonna get those in, and then we can get the excavator out of here. I think we're gonna bring the tractor in and kind of level out a little bit. We're planning to do raised beds so that we don't have to pick all of these rocks out of the ground. So once we get everything kind of leveled out, we're gonna build the greenhouse. This is kind of the footprint of it. So we're just gonna keep going.
Hey, come on!
Hi, Rodney! Yes, man. You gotta give them the stare down for them to do it, eh? So now that we've built our beautiful garden area, it looks really cool already, even though that we haven't put the greenhouse in. We're going to build the greenhouse, which is going to be the star of the whole garden area. So this is something that I've been carrying around for years and years and years. You actually used to have to mail order these. So this is what's called a star plate. And what it does is it helps you build a frame for the top 2/3 of a icosahedron. Now, I don't believe these guys are in business anymore. If they are, I'd be surprised, because there's now a company called Magidome that sells the exact same thing. So their patent must be up, because it says patent pending right here. But very simple to do. I've done this in the past. I actually built my own icosahedron from scratch, and maybe we can throw some funny photos in there of me with that. But yeah, so we're gonna be putting this together. It's very simple. I just need to cut everything 9 feet, screw it all together with this template, and in no time we'll have the frame for a greenhouse.
And the weather today is crappy but good. It's quite warm when the wind isn't blowing, but it's a freezing wind, so we're kind of like, right now I'm getting too warm, feeling like I need to take off a layer, but as soon as the wind picks up, it's going to be too cold again.
You're like 40K winds.
It's confusing. At least it's sunny, but it'd be nice if this wind just calmed down. It's been a few days now of really strong wind. It's just been kind of shaking the house and trees falling everywhere. And it's making it really hard to get this done.
Everything. Get a quick count on that.
14, plus we got 5 over there. All right, it's gonna get interesting now because we're gonna be going up into a triangle point at the top, and these are 9 feet long, so you gotta figure out how to get up there somehow and hold everything together while we screw it together.
Here, like that. Okay, we're good.
Why is it cracking then?
I don't know, Katie. The wood's just expanding, that's all. See, this is, I'm kind of noticing that to get this thing square, which we should, because it'll stay strongest, we got to kind of measure to measure, measure to measure, you know what I mean?
You want to move it that way?
Yeah. We got to move it little by little. This is just bending. I want the back to be right here. So bring this in. I'll push this a bit.
All right, we got our greenhouse frame done. We're gonna do a little bit more to kind of strengthen it up a little bit, but we'll have a door here. We've got the option to expand it in the future if we want off of each sort of wall. But we're gonna have lots of outdoor beds, and we'll have our tomatoes and peppers and that sort of thing inside. And we're gonna do some raised garden beds around the edge and then one in the middle. And that should be plenty of space. We'll be able to kind of hang string or rope or whatever off to support things like a trellis, and should be good. We've got to pick up some garden soil and some greenhouse plastic from town, so we're gonna have to wrap up this phase of the project, phase 1, and this video here. So thanks for being here. We'll see you in the next one.